welcome everybody. How are you doing today? It's so very nice to have everybody here. It's been a little while, so I'm happy that we have this time together again. And I wanted to speak today a little more about our upcoming 2-week program, which really is a continuation of a theme that we are exploring together this summer and fall. The program begins in July, on July 23rd, July 30th. And the theme and the focus and the title of it is For Freedom, Don't Believe Anything. And also addressing the tendencies that we believe that we are. And that is such a powerful statement. For freedom, don't believe anything. Powerful, enticing, clear. And of course, I'm sure that even when you hear that, wow, it really is true. We cannot rely on anything, believe anything for freedom. And yet, so much of the time, easier said than done. Because, we all have times and moments of clarity and peace and ease in our lives, and yet there are also times when past is present, where circumstances are challenging, where more difficult things are going on. And in those times, in those moments, it's really so much easier it's so much more, conducive, these times are, to the past arising. And it may become more difficult to simply remember that for freedom, don't believe anything, and apply it practically, moment by moment by moment. We know by now that the mind can be very convincing, and that the stories we tell ourselves, the things that we believe in moments of challenge, and also the ways we perceive ourselves as people, we think that's the way we are, or that's the way it's going, or that's the kind of person I am. It's easy to fall back onto that. It's easy to do that when past is present. And this is the area that we are exploring together. How can we become more aware of that? How can we become more aware of that? Practically more discrimination, but also, as you know by now, in our programs, we are very, very practical in the way I teach, in the way I work with you. It's very, very practical, and we want to really find practical ways of addressing this. Awareness is the beginning. How can I be present to this? How can we continue to not believe anything? Even when past is present, even when the stories that we tell ourselves are so convincing in a moment. Papaji used to speak about you need to make a decision for freedom. It's another one of those very powerful statements, right? When you take that in, decision for freedom. So powerful. And yet sometimes even that can become some kind of future goal. Instead of realizing this is the moment by moment by moment. This is in a moment, decision for freedom. What does it mean? Decision for freedom means to realize what is really present in this moment. To tell the truth about what is present. To tell the truth, this is the past. And also to tell the truth with kindness, with compassion, so that we can be present to what is, You know, we don't have to reject, we don't have to avoid, we don't have to push it away in a way that creates more momentum for the future, because if we avoid what is, it is going to come back with a vengeance at some point. So the clarity of discrimination and the kindness, the compassion, the willingness to be present to what is, you know, is so powerful. So I want to invite you to participate. Anybody can join for these 2 weeks. We will, you know, dive a little more deeply into this. There's some interesting homework for you this time to self-reflect, to write about, you know, certain aspects of your experience. And also, you know, before we finish, I just want to remind us all that, you know, presence is not abstract, right? Being present is not abstract. And being present does not happen in the future. And so wherever you are, whatever is going on, whatever you are experiencing right now, whatever you are thinking, whatever you are believing, whatever you are imagining, just remember that presence begins right now in this moment. And it begins with really acknowledging where we are right now. So let's take a moment for that, you know, whatever is present. So powerful to just be here. So I'm inviting you all to join me in the program, and also to subscribe and like and comment if you like these videos. It really helps us to make that visible, more people can enjoy and appreciate that. And I'm looking forward to speaking with you very soon.